Welcome to the Reckoning podcast, where we stoke a campfire, gather around, and have real-life conversations with old friends, new friends, professionals, and just shoot the shit. Reckoning all things from hunting, outdoors, beauty, entrepreneurship, relationships, life, and more. It's all just a reckoning. Welcome back to Reckoning. I'm so excited to share today's conversation with Brittany Redden. If you love bow hunting, family, and hearing the stories behind the harvest, you're going to love today's episode. Brittany joins me to talk about growing up in Oklahoma, how she was introduced to the outdoors, and how archery became such a big part of her life. We also dive into the incredible hunting season she had last year, where she harvested both a Colorado elk and mule deer with her bow and her husband with her. She walks us through those unforgettable experiences, and I loved getting to hear this story in a play-by-play. Beyond hunting, we talk about life as a wife, mom, and now a children's book author. I loved hearing what inspired her to write her book, the lessons she hopes families take away from it, and how becoming a mother has given her an even deeper appreciation for the outdoors. Of course, we couldn't let her leave without swapping ideas for long hunting trips, from meal planning and camp food to balancing family and life while chasing adventures while bringing your kids on the big hunting trips with you. This was such a fun conversation full of hunting stories, laughter, encouragement for anyone wanting to spend more time outside with the people they love, especially for mothers and those getting started in bow hunting. Let's settle in, stoke the campfire, and welcome Brittany to Reckoning. Well, Brittany and I have just been shooting the shit because, you know, once you make friends on social media, that's the one thing I think I'm like most people, where I'm sure you feel this way, where it's like some days you just really hate social media and other days you're like, you know what, if it wasn't for social media, then I would never have met another mom that loves to archery hunt like I do.
Exactly. There are so, not very many of us in this world, you know? And so
Yeah.
social media really makes me feel seen sometimes, you know? Like meeting you showed up on my FYP.
Right? That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking, because I was like, oh, I think we've been following each other for a couple years now, and I think I was trying to think back, and I think it was one of those moments where I decided, like, you know what? I shoot my bow every day anyways, and I'm prepping for a hunt. How hard is it for me to set up? Half the time, I like to set up my phone anyways to watch my form and see what
Yes.
I'm doing. So I set it up, record it, and then I think this is where social media helps, right? Is it saw my video and you were doing like the exact same thing, and I was like, my girl, what's up?
Yes. Yes. Uh, Social media in your form. Like, oh my God. I kind of stopped posting my thoughts on social media just because everybody thinks they know, everything, and you're doing this wrong,
Oh
but
my
whatever.
gosh. Right, I know. I've learned definitely over the years too that like perfectionism can be something that just kills me, like kills my ambition, all the things if I let that too
Yes.
much. So I've got to be like, you know
Yes.
what? That may work for you, but I am dead on. If I have my anchor point, this is my anchor point, not your anchor point,
Exactly.
and the
You
way
see
I
these kills?
breathe. Yeah. I mean, you better be
Exactly. It
looking behind
works.
Brittany. you, you need to get on YouTube, because she does. She has her kills behind her. So I would love to, like, let's go back. Speaking of archery
Yeah.
hunting, has archery hunting always been something that you've done, or where did that come into play?
Oh my gosh. No, it is not something I've always done. It's been in my life for about 14 years now. Um, so archery came when my husband came.
Okay.
So we met when we were 18, and he was a big archery hunter, and I hunted, but I rifle hunted, and I hunted since I was like 8 probably with my family. But yeah, I had a small introduction of archery hunting, like, when I was about 12 or 13, because my stepdad bought my brother a bow, and my brother wasn't, like, into hunting as much as I was, so I was like, "Well, I wanna try it."
Yeah.
And it was hard to pull back. It was one of those, old Browning bows. I don't know if you ever had one of those, and I was not accurate with it at all at 20 yards, so I gave up. Well, then Hunter, my husband, came into my life, and he was, like, encouraging me. He's like, "Brittany, you have to try a bow." And I was like, I'm so weak, like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to pull one back." And he's like, "Let's go to Cabela's. Let's go try one out." And so we did, and we went back to the range, and, like, he was already an archery technician for, it was called Gander Mountain back in the day. They don't have those stores anymore, but he was an archery tech there, so he already knew, like, lots of stuff and, like, how to help women out with bows and stuff. And so, yeah, he got me set up. My first bow was an Matthews Joel, and, I was shocked that I could pull it back, and then I spent, like, a whole year, like, practicing and stuff before I actually hunted with it, and I don't even think I killed anything that first year that I hunted with it, but I was just it was, I was hooked though, like, I didn't wanna go back to a gun. I still don't. I don't wanna gun hunt. All I wanna do is archery hunt because the challenge is, like, it's awesome.
There's nothing like the archery hunt. I couldn't agree more.
Yes.
Where you said you got into it kinda later in life, and it sounded like you had the perfect person to help you get started too, because he knew how to set things up and work with you. Do you
Yes.
remember what I think so many women get intimidated by, they hear all the poundage that the guys are pulling back, and like you said, it is
Yeah.
working a different muscle. You're using a lot of, like, your lats, and you're having to learn, I think, that mind-body connection too when it comes to that, instead of just, like, pure arm strength. Do you know what poundage you were working with to kinda give people an idea of, I would assume you've worked your way up since then?
Right. I believe I started around 35 pounds, but that was not a legal killing limit in our state, so I had to work my way up. But at that time, they had recently changed, when I say they, the State Department had recently changed the bow poundage, like, drawback weight from
Mhm.
45 to 40, I believe. So I didn't have much to work my way up to. And as soon as I got to, limit weight, like, I was good to go. I just couldn't shoot that far because it was so slow. And that's another thing, like, bows have really progressed just in the
Yes.
past, like, 10 years. Like the bow I'm shooting now, my poundage, I'm around the 47-pound range is about what I shoot right now. And, it's so fast, like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
fast.
They're
So,
crazy.
yeah, it's went a long way since then.
Are there specific tips you have in mind for someone getting started with archery?
I would definitely say go to somebody that knows their shit. Like,
Yeah.
your local archery shop, set up an appointment if you have to, just so that they aren't bombarded with people at the time or something, but I would definitely get with somebody that can work with you because just that little bit of personal one-on-one, figuring out what makes you comfortable,
Mm,
it makes a world of difference.
mhm.
Because just being thrown in there, like, that's tough, and not
Yeah.
knowing if you're doing it right.
Yeah, it could
And
definitely
there's
could be intimidating.
yeah, and there's so many different options out there too. So, I would definitely say if you don't have anybody that you personally know, call your local archery shop and see if they'll set up an appointment to work with you one-on-one.
Mhm. No, that's a fantastic tip.
Yeah,
As time went on then, so you're getting up to that 45-pound mark.
yeah,
You're like, "This is it. I'm archery hunting." How did your first
yeah.
season go?
Oh, like I said, my very first season, I don't think I was successful. I actually don't even think I was successful with a bow for a few seasons, to be honest. I do remember watching um a doe at 40 yards and I was like, I'm gonna try it, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I watched my arrow just phew, and she moved way like, she heard it. Back
Yeah.
then the bows were louder, slower, like, there was if she woulda stand still, I woulda got her, but she was
Mhm.
gone before the arrow even got there. That's when I was so glad to upgrade.
Right.
But, yeah, that don't happen anymore.
No. And what state are you hunting in so everyone knows?
Yeah, so I'm from Oklahoma. Um, Okie, born and bred, hunted here all my life, southeastern Oklahoma specifically. We've got more of it's like a mixture of oaks, hardwoods, and pine trees, kinda depending on where you're at, and it's, like, mountainous to flat. It's a crazy
Interesting.
Yes. So our deer lease is, like it takes me, like, 30 minutes to get there from our house, and the landscape's so much different from where my house is. My house, we're, like, on, it's like flat plains with some, like, hardwoods around creeks, you know?
Mhm.
And then 30 minutes, we're in the Kiamichi Mountains, where, the elevation's higher and it's just like pine trees, but there's also, like, timber company that owns that, so they're raising the pine trees too, to cut,
Okay.
um yeah, I don't just hunt in Oklahoma, though. We've been hunting out of state in Colorado for the past 7 years now. Um, oh, my heart is there. I wish we could move. That's what
What took you guys to
I love
Colorado?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so have you heard of the group Hushin on YouTube?
Mhm.
Okay, we have been watching their YouTube channel forever. Like, I don't know when they started. It's been at least 10 years, okay? And literally those guys are so like inspiring to, you know, go learn new states, go get out there and hunt, like, you can do it too, okay? And so, my husband and I, we just kept saying, "We've gotta go elk hunting. We've gotta go elk hunting." Like, that is turkey hunting on steroids, okay?
It
We
really
gotta
is.
get out there. So so, um so my husband buddied up with one of his friends that has always went to Colorado to go hunting. And he's kind of like asking him lots of questions and his buddy was like, "Hey, you want to get a tag? I'll help you, put in and you can go with us." So they did that one year. That was about 7 or 8 years ago. And
And he left
from
you
that
home.
yes, he did. He did. Which whatever, go figure it out, come back, and I'm going next time, you know?
I get that, yeah.
So
Sure.
so that's what happened, and yeah, that's basically how he learned, I guess, the system and which he purchased the Go Hunt app and was looking at all the statistics of units and stuff like that, and once he figured that out, we've been going every year. Now, I didn't draw this year because I used all my points last year drawing tags, but he drew this year, so we're going back, and I'm excited.
Fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
gonna go help out.
Yes. Yep. Whole family's going.
I love watching your adventures there too. Because for a while I was like, "Where?" Like, trying to
Yeah.
keep up with
Yeah.
where do
Yeah.
where does
Where
she
is
live? What
she
does she
at?
do?
Is she in the Rocky Mountains or in the flat plains? Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to
Yeah.
keep up, but that makes sense. How did when you went back, was last year your first successful year in Colorado?
Yes. Yeah. So we had been hunting for Colorado for 5 years before one of us was successful. He was successful first. It was the year not last year, but the year before.
Mhm.
It was just him and I and our 2 babies in Colorado, and he was hunting by himself because I was at camp with our babies,
Mhm.
and he hunted for 2 straight weeks hard. I will say that the first week, his parents did come camp with us for a week, so I got to go hunt with him some that week,
That's the
which was
best.
nice, you know?
Yes.
But the remaining week, he was like, "Alright, if I see a cow, I'm gonna shoot it with my bow." And he did. He also got a nice mule deer buck that time too, but that was our first elk harvest. And, after we got a good taste of that, and how it filled up our freezer for an
Yes.
entire year, I was like, "We can't not go without one now. Like, we gotta figure out how to find an elk tag, like, somewhere every year for the rest of our lives."
Yeah. Forever. Did
Forever.
he call you when he got the elk? Like, did you go help pack out?
No. So he didn't have service. Well, he must
Mhm.
have had enough because I was checking his location quite often, and I could see what area he was in, for search and rescue purposes. But,
Having FOMO.
yeah, he actually he came back with all the meat. Like,
Nice.
he shot the elk. He was about half a mile off of a trail, like a road, but it was, like, straight down, so he had to pack that sucker uphill half a mile. He had to I think he said he made 5 trips
Yeah.
himself. Um, yeah, he said that was the hardest thing ever, and he's like, "I've got to find more friends that like to go elk hunting."
That'll do it for sure.
Yeah.
Is that a major drastic change hunting there versus Oklahoma? I know you said that you've got some mountain-esque pines, but, I mean, I would assume it's still a big drastic change
Oh, yeah,
to the
big drastic
Colorado
change
mountain.
because, the top elevation here where we hunt is 1,200 feet. Okay.
Wow.
The
I'm
top
sitting at my house at,
elevation.
like, 5,000 feet.
Yeah. Oh, girl, I'm basically like 500 feet, above sea level right now. So
Yeah.
can you imagine us going up there to 12,000 feet and camping? Like, we are dead for a few days before till we get acclimated.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a drastic change because even the, like, Kiamichi Mountains here, like, they're not steep. They're
Mm.
just like there's no point to them. 'Em. They're just, rolling beautiful hills.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nothing compared to those Rocky Mountains, like, wow, you know?
Yeah. So then the next year, you guys are obviously like, "We're filling this freezer, we're putting back in for Colorado."
Of course, yes.
And
So,
you have 2 babies or 3?
yeah, I've got 2 girls.
2, 'kay.
Yeah. Autumn is 7 and Timber just turned 3. So, and they are just right there with us. Autumn actually, she killed her first deer at the age of 4 because we've got one of those bipods that's the death grip bipods.
Oh, yeah, like the bog.
Yeah, bog pot. No, is that what it's called? I don't know,
It's
but
gotta
either way,
be,
it's the where you put your gun in it and it just holds it
and it
there, you
grips
know?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we've got. So that right there, like, once she was able to practice, like, hitting targets and knew where to aim, like, she was ready to go. So, she got her first deer at she was 4.5, almost 5 when she got it, and then she got her first turkey at 5. Um, but so Timber, she's coming up. She just turned 3, maybe in a couple years.
Does she know, like, next year, it could
Oh,
be me?
man. Yeah, so, like, it was so funny. When we went scouting, we're hunting a new unit in Colorado this year, but it's next to the unit that we went to last year. So when we went scouting a few weeks ago, Timber, the 3-year-old, every time we saw an animal, whether it was a moose, an elk, a mule deer, she's like, "Can we shoot it?" "No, baby."
She's just down to clown. She wants to it's
Yeah,
go
she's
time.
she's she's ready. So, oh, she's so funny. So funny.
Cute. Oh, the
Yeah.
second and baby is I've got one of those.
Yeah.
They're the send it kid for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, send it for sure.
So,
Oh.
then it leads to last year, going to Colorado,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, 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 last year. Okay, so, whew, let's talk about last year. Oh my god, it was a blast. So I prepped. I knew I was gonna draw last year, okay? I just
Mhm.
I just knew
Feel
it.
it.
I could feel it. So, starting like, I think it was February, I got a new bow. Yeah, I got a new bow. I got the same one that my husband got. Um, God bless America, what is that? Uh, it's Matthews, the
Okay.
Lift X. Yeah. It was not the long one, not the 33 incher, but the, like, 28, 29. length one, and then they've got a RS, lift RS. That's what I've got now, okay? But so last year I got the same one that my husband had, the Lift X, and the reasoning behind that was I tried both, the short bow and then the, like, regular sized bow, and I swore that the longer bow shot smoother at that time, and he was like, "Yeah, get the same one I've got, that way if something happens in the field, we can, like, do cam swaps or whatever," you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Okay," so I went with that one, but the downside was we could only back it down, like, the lowest poundage I could get was, like, 48 pounds, okay? And I'm that's a kind of a struggle for me because 'cause I'm about right there at the 46, 47 mark, and I already know I don't pull back with the right muscles, 'kay? I haven't since I started archery. I just now learned recently, that you're supposed to pull overhead, not across your chest. Eva Shockey does it too, though, so I'm not alone in there. But
Same.
but yeah. So I was like, "That's fine, I can still" when I got it, I could shoot like 10 reps, be fine, you know? So I was like, "I'll just work my way up all year." So I did. I shot my bow every single day all year, and I was ready. Like, I shot it anywhere from, like 15 yards all the way out to 100 yards. My husband and I were having archery competitions in the backyard. That's a lot of my like hit TikTok videos of us having archery competitions in the backyard. Um, and yeah, but I will say it it got easier, but it didn't get that much easier pulling back.
Mm,
So, yeah, that's why I ended up this year going down to the RS, because of the poundage. I could go down a little bit and be more comfortable when I picked it up because 'cause I'm not shooting every day now. I've
mhm.
I'm not like, prepping for anything, so,
Wah,
um
wah.
I know, it sucks. Maybe next year. But
I
anyways,
feel ya.
so I shot every day, getting ready. September rolls around, we're loading up our cargo trailer, side by sides, all the things, you know? We get out there, same place that we had been hunting for the past 3 years, maybe. Um, so we know the land, the lay of the land. And, yeah, so day 1, we were getting acclimated, okay? Just driving around, cat calling, as we say, bugling, see if we hear anything, and just, getting acclimated. Day 2, we went hiking some trails. We did hear some bugles. The only place we heard bugles in this one area was that evening, and they were low, like on a creek, and we were up high. There's no good trails to get down there. You just have to dive on in and have at it. And it was like an hour before dark. So we went halfway down the mountain just in case they were
You could get
actually
them up?
closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, it didn't work. So we hiked our asses back up the mountain.
Are you packing your
And
babies with you too?
no, 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 no. I
Okay.
mean, they were there. They were in Colorado, but they were at camp because since I drew a tag, we had my mom came with us. So she rode with us and she stayed for a week and then she flew back home. And then his mom and dad also came out. They stayed the 2nd week. Yeah, it's like my mom stayed the 1st week because we were there 2 weeks. My mom stayed the
Mm,
1st week, they stayed the 2nd week. And, so we had childcare, you know.
okay. Yeah.
I know, it's
Especially when
great.
mama's hunting.
Yes, and, so then day 3 morning, we're like, "That's where we're going, where we heard the bugles at last night." So we went to the same glassing knob where we had heard them the night before, and my husband calls and just they pop off, like, down low. And we're like, "Alright." It's like 6:30 a.m. We're going after them, And so we start going down the mountain, and we get finally over this like little we're in the sagebrush, like pure sagebrush that we were going down. And we get over this little knob, and we can see like the aspens going through the creek. And my husband's like, "Stop." And there's a bull raking about 100 yards down below us in the aspens. And we're in the middle of this damn sagebrush knob with no cover. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, send it at 60. Okay. That's how confident I was. I wouldn't any further than that, but I was confident 60 and below. So I've got some footage of this, of me going through a sagebrush knobs, crouching down with my arrow knocked, and I'm just inching, ranging, because he's not bugling down there, but he's raking and all that good stuff. So I got to 70 yards, and he spotted me. I'm like, shit. He's broadside too. You know how hard that is?
Just wanted to be
to
shot.
to refrain myself from sending one. I didn't though,
Yes.
because you never know. But so he didn't like spook off. He just kind of turned slowly and like pushed his cows further down. So we're like, all right, let's go. So we're chasing this guy, and we go down there, and we set up, because by now he's bugling a little bit. My husband's bugling, and then they just start back and forth. Oh my God, that was amazing.
The best.
The best. And so I'm like hoping, he'll come back in to fight this, my hubby back here. But he doesn't. He doesn't. He's just kind of just hanging there, and he's slowly working his way up this other side of the mountain, and it's got a lot of deadfall and trees on it. So my husband shuts up, and he's like, "Brittany, let's just go up as fast as we can, and we'll try to get around him." I'm like, Flatlander over here. This is day 3. Okay. So I'm going over these big old, trees, deadfall and stuff as fast as my self can, but it is not fast enough. Um, and so I end up spotting him. He's about 40 yards away, and he's on this this little pine, and he's just doing this. And I'm like, oh, I don't have a shot. I can see the pine moving, but I don't have a shot. And he's only 40 yards away. So I get set up hoping he'll like walk through this opening, but he never does. And he just keeps going up. And the whole time though, my husband was like telling me to go up anyways. And I'm like, I can see him, So anyways, we lost contact after that. So we lost him up the mountain. So we take a break. I needed some water. I needed some snacks. By this time, it's like 10 a.m. We had been chasing this bull for 3 hours. Okay. And I didn't want to quit. I wanted to keep going. So after I had my little break, he's like, all right, well, let's just keep going the direction he headed. So we get to the top of this mountain, and we're kind of walking around, looking around. We're really not seeing any sign. He quit bugling. My husband decides he's gonna go off a little further down, bugle, see if he can get him to bugle back. He didn't. So we found a nice little spot to have lunch.
A game changer in piece of gear for both myself and my family has been utilizing digiscoping. If you're not familiar, real quick, digiscoping is when you use your phone to capture photos or videos through your spotting scope or binoculars. And if you're wanting the best and most simple system to digiscope with, All In is hands down it. If you're out in the field and want to capture the moment through your optics without fumbling around or missing the shot, All In has you covered. What I love most is how seamless and user friendly the system is. Like, seriously, so easy to use. My oldest son, Cooper, and Rivers has used it before, but Coop was using it to film my bear hunt. It's that easy. He was able to capture the shot, follow the bear, and that way we were able to go back, look at the shot placement, and then where the bear went. And then, of course, when Cody got to us, we were able to relive those memories with him all over again. And now I can look back at that footage and watch it forever. It's been especially awesome for hunting with kids. You can show them exactly what you're seeing and then relive it later with clear and steady footage. It's a whole new level of connection and storytelling in the outdoors. And they just dropped their brand new Nexus system, which gives you a quick connect, universal fit across multiple optic setups, and you can connect it to your gun. It's built to be even faster, lighter, and more adaptable, perfect for when every second counts in the field. So whether you're chasing big game, scouting with the kids, or just want to document your hunts with ease, All In is a no-brainer. Head to allin.co and use our code RECKONING for 10% off your order. That's Allin, OLLIN.co, and use our code RECKONING for 10% off. You know how it goes. Your adventure is only as strong as your recovery and then your energy to start it. That's why I've been loving Mountain Ops' Naturally Sweetened line. If you haven't heard yet, I know so many people, including myself, have wanted there to be a naturally sweetened line when it comes to the favorites, Hydrate and Ignite. They are naturally sweetened with Reb M and monk fruit. They're just as effective with hydration and energy to fuel the day. Whether I'm working out, working, hunting, chasing the kids, or just trying to stay on top of everything, I always have a packet in my bag of either the Hydrate or Ignite and or both. Sometimes they stack really well, meaning you can mix them. Even my kids ask for the Hydrate sticks when we're on the go, especially when we've been out hunting or camping and obviously after their sports sessions. And let's talk about their new product drop. I have been waiting months for this. I may or may not have gotten some inside scoop, and I'm excited. It's their clear protein. This is their new Magnum Clear Whey. It is so refreshing. So, what you do is you mix it with water, and it makes more of a protein water, if you will. It's light, fruity, not chalky or milky at all, and it's low lactose. Perfect for after a hot hunt or hard gym session. I'm kind of excited to try making like a protein jello with this. I think could be really fun for meal prep or just making like a refreshing smoothie or refreshing drink at the end of the day. What does it look like? It honestly looks like after you mix up Ignite or Hydrate. So it's a scoop of this clear whey protein with water. And like I said, you mix it, you froth it, wait a couple minutes because it does get a good froth. And then I mix it one more time and it looks similar to like a Hydrate or an Ignite. You get 23 grams of protein that doesn't feel like a shake. Seriously, it's a game changer for these hot months and just a new way to shake up your protein shakes. We also keep on hand always our immune gummies, slumber, and performance bars on rotation for the whole family. We love their hoodies and gear just as much as their supplements too. Mountain Ops is built for real people who live hard, love the outdoors, and want to feel their best while doing it. Head to mountainops.com and use our code BRIT for 20% off your order. Plus, every purchase helps donate a meal to a child in need. That's mountainops.com and use our code BRIT, BRITT, to stock up and give back.
So we're sitting there eating lunch on the side of this mountain at the top. It's like 12 o'clock. And all of a sudden we hear a bugle about 400 yards away. And I was like, oh my gosh, like really? He's been so quiet for 2-3 hours now, and he busts off. And Hunter looked at me and he was like, okay, if we go down there, you're killing him. I was like, well, hell yeah, let's go, like that. He's like, I'm trying to let you know, like, this is going to be an all day thing, Brittany. And I was like, that's what we're here for. Let's go. I'm so excited. Like, let's go. So we start sneaking down there. Like, we never called back. Like, he doesn't know where we're at, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We start sneaking down there, and we first spot a young bull. And I'm hoping, like, surely that's not the one that was bugling. Because in this unit, I had to have a 4x4 or larger. And this
Okay.
guy was like a 3x3. So we just keep sneaking down there and just sneaking down there. And my heart is just pounding, okay? Because we're getting closer. And we spot another young bull.
Oh.
And then we spot the 5x5 that we had seen earlier that morning. He's the one bugling. But for some reason, he's got, instead of cows, which we didn't see any cows, he's got young bulls with him. And so we're trying to decide, like, how are we going to do this, okay? Because we're on the side of a mountain in tall timber. There wasn't a whole lot of deadfall in this area, and there was some patches of like small, like, young growth that was kind of thick, but then there was patches that were like very open. So we're trying to figure out, like, he's kind of on a small bench working his way around the young growth and then going through the taller open pines. So we're trying to figure out, like, how close we can get and stuff. And so we sneak in, and my husband gets behind me about 30 yards, and he's like, all right, he's like, I'm gonna start calling, and when I do, get ready. And so I'm like, okay. so, so as soon as he called the first time, and then he didn't cow call, he just full on bugled. And like that big bull, I couldn't see him at that moment, but the big bull bugled right back. And these other ones, young ones, started coming in from the woodworks, like, towards me. And I'm getting, like, so nervous that they're going to blow it for me, because I had one, like, spike bull. He was literally 10 yards to my left. And I'm just standing with my bow, like, ready to draw, just as still as I could be. And then there's another young bull that's like 20 yards from me. He ends up laying down, just chilling. And then the big one, the 5x5, comes around this young growth and starts heading towards me. He probably ended up, like, when I first spotted him, he was probably 40 yards from me, but he is like trudging towards me. And my heart was just, beating out of my chest. And all I could think was, all right, Brittany, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Focus. Like, so I'm watching this guy, and I'm trying to plan when to pull my bow back. And his, like, he steps, like, goes behind some, like, brush. And as soon as he does, I, like, pull my bow back as fast as I can. And then he's coming towards me down this trail, but his nose is over his vitals, and he is straight, like walking straight to me. So I mean, I've seen lots of videos of people shooting frontals. Couldn't do that because his nose was right in the way, right? And so I'm just following. I'm leveling my bubble, like, I am focused, okay? I am focused, and I'm just following him by this time with my top pin, because now he's within 20 yards of me. And as soon as he starts heading towards Hunter just ever so slightly, and I can see right where his vitals would be, but it would be a close shot because it would be tucked right behind his front shoulder. And I sent it right there. And as soon as it hit, like, he, took off running, but he calmed down real fast. My husband started cow calling, and he just kind of walked a little bit. He still was within 20 yards of me this whole time.
Wow.
And he just kind of, like, and the other bulls, like, they kind of got spooked once he ran, and they spooked off a little bit. And then he just kind of just just walked over about 20 yards and just stood there, kind of sick, and then he laid down. And I
When was that?
watched all of this happen. And as soon
S-
as he laid down and I knew he was like, "Oh my god." I could not believe that that just happened. And Hunter snuck his way over to me, and I just started bawling.
Aw.
Like, thanking the Lord that that all happened and went together as planned, because it's when I shot him and he, ran past me a little bit, I could see half my arrow sticking out.
Mm. Mhm.
So, I got half my arrow penetrated in the perfect spot, you know?
Yeah.
And he was less than 20 yards from me when that happened, just trudging straight to me. And gosh, it was 1:30 in the afternoon when that all came together, and we had been hunting him
Oh,
since
man.
before 7 a.m. that day. And we made it back to camp by dark.
Packing him out and everything?
Well, we had to come back the next day to get the rest of the meat,
Okay.
but we packed out uh, a third of the meat and his head that night. Yeah.
Oh.
And we hung the rest up in the tree.
When
Yeah.
you walked, like, the story is just so cool because it always happens, like, you think it's gonna happen, and it's like this roller coaster of emotions, and then it's like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit, it's actually going down," right?
Yes.
So, I can understand why there were tears, especially so many years led up to this for you, and you did it, which is just
Yes.
so cool. I was so stoked when I saw on social media that you were packing him out because I was like, "Hell yes, she did it."
Yes.
But when you first walked up, especially not growing up around, like, elk hunting, when you
Mhm.
walked up on him, what were your initial thoughts?
Oh my god, I couldn't believe how freaking huge he was. Like,
Yeah.
that is a large animal, okay? That is bigger than a moo cow,
Yeah.
alright? I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." Like, we got a large job in front of us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so crazy just to see how massive he really was, and it was even more crazy to think that, you know, I was in his presence, his territory. He was king for a moment,
Mhm.
and I took that, and you know, it's just a very emotional thing, and he has fed my family for an entire year. Um, I kept his ivories, and I got
Yep.
a custom piece made.
So
Um,
cool.
yeah, and
What'd you
it's
get?
just this is it right here. Can you see it?
Okay. No, your camera's back off.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll just describe it
Yeah, describe
because
it.
it's a podcast anyways.
Yep.
Um, yeah, so I got this custom piece. It's a necklace. It's shaped
Mhm.
into a heart. So the two ivories make a heart on
Oh,
this.
cool.
It's I guess the base is silver. Yeah,
Okay.
because a silversmith did it. And then
And
for
it's a
the
necklace?
yeah, it's a necklace, a
Okay.
heart-shaped necklace with his ivory
So
from
cool.
silver. Yeah.
Mine are still in
Um
my jewelry box. I need to do
You gotta
something
get
with them. I know.
yes, yes. Followed a lot of people on Instagram that were silversmiths and work with elk ivory, and, but I ended up going with someone local, and since she's local to me in Oklahoma, she had never worked with elk ivory before,
Oh,
but that was
cool.
on her bucket list, so she was very, thankful that I chose her to, make me something with it, so,
That
yeah.
is neat. That's cool.
I
I ask on the elk because even though I think we help pack at least 1 out a year, probably more, every time we walk up to them, we're like we always kind of step back and we're like, "Damn, you forget how big they are." So I can't imagine how
yeah.
you felt walking up on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, "How are we gonna do this?" And he was
Mhm.
reassuring me, like, "We can't get all this in one night, Brittany."
Yeah,
So,
that's a lot for 2.
yeah.
And how did your pack out go?
Okay,
'Cause did you
so
I wanna hear all about the pack out, packing out his head.
yes, it was fun.
Okay.
yeah, packing out his antlers though, like, man, that really had me unsteady. Like I could fall over at any moment, but I had trekking poles with me. Yeah, I was getting caught on a lot of like brush and briars walking
Mhm.
through and stuff, but it was just an amazing feeling, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like hell yeah, I did this. I'm
Yeah.
a badass.
Hell yes, you are. There's nothing better, and yeah, I think, like, the respect of being able to pack him out, his horns, is
Yes.
just a really connective experience with the animal too.
Yes. And so we yeah, like I said, we packed out a third of the meat that night and we came back the next day and had to make two more trips to get the rest of it. We had a freezer at camp. So we put everything in the freezer and when we got back home, we processed him ourselves. So
And were
we
you
have a
like, another daunting task?
yes, oh my gosh, it took forever. It's so much longer than processing a deer, but it
Mhm.
was worth it. It was worth it. It's definitely an all day, multi-day task to process
Yes.
him ourselves. But yeah, so actually while we were packing him out and I guess just the stress of the hunt, I ended up grinding my teeth more than I normally do.
Oh, okay.
And that caused a problem, Brittany. That caused a major problem because being up in that high elevation, I
Uh-huh.
had what they called is a Texas toothache.
Oh,
So
no.
I killed him on a Sunday, finished packing him out on a Monday.
Mhm.
Wednesday, my left side of my face was swollen and I was
Oh
in so much pain
oh my gosh.
from my Texas toothache that they call it. And I like I went and found a dentist in the area
Mm.
and I found somebody that took me in. I explained to them what happened. Luckily, the dentist was a hunter too, and
Okay.
he did not make me pay for this dental visit and he gave me antibiotics. He took an x-ray and he said, "Brittany, when you get back home, you need to get a root canal."
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I was like, "Okay, well, the antibiotics helped." So within 24 hours, I was feeling much better, not in pain anymore. My face was still swollen, but I still had a mule deer tag to fill.
Yeah. You were like,
So
"Load me up, doc. I got stuff to
yeah,
do."
yeah, exactly. So, I took a few days off to rest, after I killed the bull, but yeah,
Mhm.
I had to go find a mule deer next. So, I ended up finding one. So I was really kind of picky on the mule deer because I don't know, I was just like, I've got 2 weeks. Like I don't want to just shoot the first thing I see.
Yeah.
And everything that I was seeing was kind of small and it didn't get me excited. So, finally we went on a hike that next Sunday and I found one. They're in a group of 3 bucks and they were all in velvet.
Oof.
Um, yeah, and they were all 3 nice, and, they were it's so funny, and these bucks were about 20 yards above the trail, and they didn't care at all that I was standing 20 yards below them with a bow in my hand.
Really?
Yes! I
What
guess
in the
because
world?
they are so used to seeing people all the time,
Oh,
like
just hiking
hikers
the
and
trail?
stuff. So, that I'm not gonna lie, that was the easiest kill ever, but I was thankful, you know? And that
Right.
was my f actually, that wasn't my first taste of mule deer, but because Hunter had killed one before then, but we really like it better than whitetail. I think it's the sagey taste.
What? That's so
Yeah.
crazy. Because my son killed a whitetail last year, and we feel like we like whitetail better than mule deer. But maybe it's because
Maybe
we just have it so often?
that's
How
probably it.
funny.
Yes,
Because you guys are
that's
saying the
probably it.
opposite.
Yeah.
How funny.
It's because it's
Yeah, it must be that's funny. And do you prefer mule deer over elk?
oh, no.
No, okay.
Absolutely not. No.
See,
Elk
and I feel like
is
I would rather
top
have
tier.
yeah, and maybe
Mhm.
again, it's because we have it so often. I mean, it's
Oh,
still
yeah.
better than beef, right? But
Mhm.
I think we've decided the flavor profile is different in a deer versus elk.
Oh, yeah,
So,
for sure. So what's your favorite game to eat?
bison for me,
I've
for
never had
sure.
bison.
Oh my gosh, you haven't.
No.
It's, like, so soft and so tender. But I would definitely say antelope and bear are up there too.
Well, I haven't tried antelope or bear either.
You need to.
I
You
need to.
definitely need to. Yeah. No, those are, I think, just really, really and those 2, like, antelope and bear get a bad rap also, both of those. But I think it definitely
Why?
comes down to well, antelope, a lot of people are just like, "They're so nasty." But we've had this "Oh, look, you're back. Hi."
I
Um
just fixed
Antelope, I personally think and I've had conversation with several different people on the podcast about this, but I think it's the field care because antelope are oftentimes killed, right, like, out in a hot area, and so it's a matter of
yeah,
getting the meat cooled down and not spoiled. And
yeah.
then bear just gets a bad rap because of trichinosis, so people just always assume it's nasty, but it's a matter of cooking
Gotcha.
it. So it's yeah, those are why
Man,
they get bad
okay,
rap.
I'm
But
gonna have to
I'm
write all
telling
them
you,
down. Bison, antelope. I
bison,
we
antelope,
yeah,
bear.
we do plan to try to get an antelope sometime soon. Um, we don't have a tag right now, but that's on our bucket list for sure. Where do you kill
Yeah.
bison at?
Here in Utah, I mean, it's a once in a lifetime. There is an over the counter tag that was taking place. So we were very, very blessed in the fact of my husband not only drew out a buffalo tag 1 year and got it, then the next year he got the over the counter tag. So I
Yeah,
mean, I was cooking with buffalo left and right because that's what I had stocked in my
yeah.
freezer. And then when we were starting to run out of it, I was like, my precious, no, it's so good.
How I feel about
'Cause then you go to the store and buy bison, and obviously it's not the same, it's farm raised and
yeah.
that, but it's obviously very expensive too. So, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, bison is, like, my go-to. I love
I'm def
bison and bear.
I'm yeah. Okay, well, we have bear here, but I'm sure its tastes probably way different than up there, and I haven't even tried it either because, well, we haven't it's hard to
You
kill a
haven't
bear
gotten
in
one?
Oklahoma. No, I
Okay.
mean, we haven't tried that hard, honestly, and it's kind of just been the I don't remember when they allowed bear hunting in Oklahoma. It's kind of a new thing, probably the past, I don't know, 8 or 9 years maybe.
Mm,
Has there been bear hunting? Like, it's legal in Oklahoma now. But we used to try to bait them as soon as it became legal, and as
mhm.
because that's you can do that here.
Right.
And as soon as season would start, they disappear.
Really?
Yeah, because the acorns started falling at the same
Mm,
time, and so they're like, "Bye to the bait, hello acorns,"
Hmm.
So it
Yeah.
was just really tough, but yeah, we haven't really tried anymore. It's been a while since we tried, but we should totally get into that again.
Yeah. See, and all 3 of those are definitely something like, it's not something we can hunt every year in Utah either, so they're definitely more of,
Okay.
like, a delicacy for the most part. Bear, there
Gotcha.
are over-the-counter tags, but it's not, like, a guaranteed, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
you'll be lucky if you get it, but we
Yeah.
have been lucky in the sense of we've either we've had a tag or our friends have had tags and given us some meat over the last probably 5
Nice.
years on bear, so that makes it nice. But yeah, you'll
Yeah,
have to add
for
those
sure.
to your list.
Oh, yeah.
As a mom going hunting, this is a question I often get, and I would love to hear your input on this. When you're the hunter too, it's different because, like you said, the first year when you guys, or maybe not the first year, but the year your husband killed, he was the one hunting, and you were staying back with the girls and kind of being camp host, camp chef, and all that. And then it
Yeah.
switches. Oh boy, does it switch when mom's got the tag, I tell you
Oh,
what.
yeah, it
And you
does.
got youngins when they're that age. What kind
Yeah.
of things are you prepping for camp when it comes to meals?
Oh, we actually do a lot of freezer meals because we bring a deep freeze with us. And
Okay.
how that works is we will bring our generator and we
Mhm.
will run it during the night and have
Okay.
the freezer plugged in at nighttime, and then we don't run our generator during the day. Um, and it stays frozen just doing that, like 12
Smart.
hours a day. So a
Yeah.
freezer, we meal prep a lot. That saves us time. But other than that, we literally just go grocery shopping like we do at our house, and we eat just as good at camp as we
Mhm.
do at our home. We've got our Blackstone with us. We've got propane. Oh, like the open fire, so I can have my skillet, I can have my pot for pasta. Um, yeah, we've we've got it figured out. We've been doing this a long time.
Yeah. What kind of freezer meals are you making? Like, give
Um,
us an idea.
yeah, so like soup, like my hodgepodge stew,
Mhm.
pasta like spaghetti, chicken
Okay.
and dumplings, and then
So
just
then do you
like
take those out the morning
steaks.
of?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I could, but just putting them in a big pot of boiling water to let them
Mm.
thaw a little bit, or just dumping the frozen contents in there, like, yeah, we figure it out.
Yeah, smart. No, I
But
think that's
yeah,
good because a lot of
yeah,
people get intimidated by long stays and having food
yeah,
ready.
yeah. We do make trips to, like, a gas station to go get ice quite
Mm.
often, probably twice a week. Um, that way that our ice chest, like, food is always cool enough too.
Yeah, which
So,
kinda helps, like, take a break and break up the day and get the girls out wandering around, I'm sure.
yes, yeah. Oh, we've got a whole camp system. I could talk about that for hours. I get to take showers at camp too.
Ooh,
So,
isn't
some
that the
people don't.
best?
Yeah.
Oh, you've never
Yeah.
appreciated a shower, like, after a long day on the mountain.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, I think the doing the frozen meals and prepping ahead of time as, like, the hunter, if you're the one that's gonna be also needing to worry about food, is the
Yeah.
best thing to do because that's what I found too, is I try and prep everything and freeze it, and then it's a matter of, like, throwing it in the pan and heating it up because you
Yeah.
never know what your day's gonna consist of. You don't know if you're gonna be
Exactly.
back, have one of
Yeah.
those lucky hunts and you're back for dinner or one of those you're
Yep.
rolling in at 11 o'clock at night and, like, you're
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah. Another easy thing to keep in your ice chest for quick meals like that would be like what they're called ham steaks, where they're like a big slice of ham
Oh,
that's like
yeah.
vacuum sealed. Man, we can get those at Walmart for $5 a big like steak. And we just throw them in the pan to heat them up because they're already cooked. Um,
Yeah. I haven't
so
even
like
thought about
that,
that.
yeah, and like Eckrich sausage and veggies, like that's already cooked. You just gotta like heat it up. The veggies
Yeah.
aren't, but yeah, just, like, stuff like that. We are quick and easy meals,
Mhm. Smart. Yeah, I always get questions
and
on
we
food, and I was like, "She's the gal to ask."
yeah, we keep ramen on hand.
Oh, yeah.
SpaghettiOs,
Oh, yeah.
Lunchables, you know?
Right. Definitely. I know, I'm like, sometimes it's like a
Yeah.
can of chili, you know? Cereal sometimes doesn't have to be fancy. If you've followed Reckoning for a while, you know I don't recommend gear unless I've actually put it through the ringer. And if you've ever messaged me asking, Britt, what pants are you wearing hiking or hunting? It's almost always the First Light women's 308 pant. Honestly, I've spent the last 20 years trying to find hunting pants that actually work for women. Most brands seem to miss the mark though. And I'd usually end up buying the men's pants because they had the durability, the pockets, the vents, and all the features I wanted, but they never quite fit right. Like a saggy crotch. Nobody wants that when they're out hiking. But First Light finally figured it out. The women's 308s have all those performance features I love from the men's version, but they're designed to actually fit a woman's body, hug those curves. They're comfortable, they're tough, and they've held up through everything I've thrown at them. I've crawled through the sagebrush, hiked miles, packed gear, and worn them season after season and through different seasons. And they just keep going. I wear the walnut color all the time when I'm out hiking or spending time outdoors. When it's hunting season, I switch over to the circa pattern for a full camo setup for bow season. And it's not just their pants. I absolutely love their jackets and coats too. One of my favorite features is that they're designed to fit comfortably over your bino harness without feeling bulky or restricting when moving. The hoods are incredible, the fit is thoughtful, and you can tell this gear was designed by people who actually spend time in the field. Our whole family runs First Light. Cody wears it, Coop wears it, and it's becoming the gear we trust every season. If you're looking to upgrade your hunting or outdoor gear, especially for the women in your life, head over to firstlight.com and use our code reckoning15 to save 15% off your order. That's Firstlight, FIRSTLITE.com with code reckoning15. Your feet do more miles than your boss's Cybertruck. I mean, shit, you go off road, uphill, and in and out in the dark. Treat them like it. That's why I trust Sheep Feet. And now they've leveled up again with performance socks that actually hold up in the field. Breathable, supportive, and built to pair with custom orthotics. Sheep Feet are known for these. They are 100% customized to your feet. Every pair is different. Their process creates a precise mold of your foot, which means your orthotics aren't just supportive, they're made to work as hard as you do in the field. They are handcrafted in the USA. Every pair gets the care and attention your feet deserve. But Sheep Feet doesn't stop at orthotics. They've been expanding their gear game and now they've dropped brand new performance socks and I'm already obsessed. They're like buttery, airy, and smooth. You could like I can't explain it. Put them on your feet and let me know. These socks, like I said, are breathable, supportive, and built for the long days on your feet, whether you're hiking or running around day to day. I love that they're dialed in for hunters, but still just as functional for training or chasing kids around. They also make my favorite hoodie of all time, the Hideout hoodie. Guys, I'm telling you, if your girl's going to be hunting with you or hiking, get her this damn hoodie. You'll thank me and she'll thank me. The more comfortable she is, the longer she wants to stay out there. And you need one too, because Cody loves it just as much. You've seen me wearing this constantly. I have it in black and green. It's built from grid fleece, so it keeps you warm when you're glassing and breeze when you're on the move. The Sherpa lined hideout pocket is wind and waterproof, and in making it a built-in hand warmer. It's got zipper pockets, thumb holes, and a high neck zip. All the things that a girl could want. I wear it for hunting, at the gym, and honestly, when I just need to hide from life. And if you haven't checked them out yet, don't sleep on the Stealth Bombers. They're ultra lightweight, silent stocking shoe built for performance and precision. These are an archery hunter's dream. The people behind this company are incredible and they've thought of everything. Don't settle for anything less than custom. Head to sheepfeetoutdoors.com and use code RECKONING for 10% off. And yes, Sheep Feet are HSA and FSA eligible. Tell them we sent you and use code RECKONING for 10% off. I was blown away seeing your elk and then to see not that long after you get a deer. I'm like, damn, she's on fire this year. It was so fun to get to watch your experiences. through all that. What did your girls think about mom when she was bringing those back?
Oh my gosh, they they were just like, it's just another day for them. Like, "Oh, yeah, good job, mom.
I
We
love
we
it.
knew we knew you'd do it," you know?
Aw.
No, they thought it was really cool to see that, like, elk head and the mule deer head, come in. They posed with it with our and took pictures and stuff, but yeah,
Mhm.
I've actually got a video of, Timber, she was 2 at the time, pointing at my, antlers that were leaned up against the tent, and she's like, "Mama shoot a big elk."
Cute. You're like, "Yes, yes, I did."
Yep, yes, I did.
Gotta train him young. I always
Yeah,
love when my kids are little and it's like, Mom's is bigger than dad's." I'm like, "Yes, you make sure you tell dad that." Like,
yeah,
"That's right. Did you hear
exactly.
that?" Through social media and seeing all this, I've loved seeing that you incorporate your kids into your lifestyle and bring them along, like you said. It really kind of is just another day for them.
Yeah.
What inspired, because then all of a sudden the next thing I know, I see she's got children's books, not just a book, but books. What inspired you to write children's stories?
Okay, that is kind of a, funny story. Not really funny, but I was in a turning point in my life.
Mhm.
I had been a teacher for 10 years, and I was burnt and I wanted to change careers. I lost my babysitter. I had a wonderful babysitter. She stayed at home, kept both of my girls, when they were not school age, and she decided to go back to work and get a real job. So I was struggling with, I don't want to put my child in like a regular daycare either. So I was like, what do I do? So anyways, one of the first things I did was like, I want to see if I could write a book, children's book, because that's kind of in my lane. And
Mhm.
I'm I the first book that I did was an ABC book, camping edition, where everything, like each letter, is a camping theme.
Yeah.
And I, did all the pictures, the words in Canva. Canva is awesome. Um, and then I self published it on Amazon. And then I could see it on Amazon, and I was like, "Wow, I really did it." And then I got the first copy in my hand, and I was like, "Okay, I can do this."
So
So,
cool.
so then I worked on another book immediately
Mhm.
after, and all the while, I'm not thinking that this is going to be my new career because that would have to be, like, a lot of marketing and whatnot, and I knew a new business, like, never takes off, right? So, I was also working on a different career path at the same time, and that took off. I actually got a job for a different career that's a stay-at-home job, remote work. I've been doing that for the past 2 2 years? 3 years?
Sweet.
2 2 years, I think. But yeah, so that's been nice. That's also another reason why I haven't published as many books because I've been really busy with that.
I
But
get it.
my next book was called Autumn's Adventure at McGee Creek State Park. And that is a state park that is near where we live because we have lots of adventures there. And I thought, well, what, you know, better book would it be to have somewhere where like everybody likes to go around here? Um, and put a really good lesson in that book of like keeping our land like clean and picking up trash after yourself and stuff. But it also had some fun adventures of fishing and boat life and hiking and seeing deer and camping and all that fun stuff in that book as well. And then
Is that one like a picture book, like the
yes,
ABC ones? Okay.
all of these are picture books because 'cause they're for younger kids since my kids are younger.
Yeah.
Um, And then my next one, I was like, all right, this one's going to be a hunting book. I got to write a hunting book. And I wrote this one when my oldest was in kindergarten because I was like, she needs a book on her level that she can read because she's just starting to read. And how
Mhm.
fun would that be to have a book, that she can read and it's about hunting because she likes to go hunting. And so I wrote a book that has two short stories in it. I like to hunt whitetail deer and I like to hunt eastern turkeys. So that's a cute little book of a girl hunting with her dad, um, whitetail deer hunting and turkey hunting. And let me just say, not all of them are successful either because kids have
That's
to learn that as well.
I love that.
Yep. And then my most recent book that I wrote this year was Autumn's First Turkey. And the pictures in here are so good. I think they are by far my best. And I don't know. I think I like this book my best. But it's the full a full weekend hunt of Autumn hunting turkey and how she's on that roller coaster ride of hit and miss with the turkeys until it all finally comes together. And I've got a few little educational points in here, like a Jake is a young Tom, and at the end, it's got like it's nice to know where my food comes from lesson.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got
Cute.
four books. Two of them's hunting, two of them's camping. Um, just kind of for fun, honestly, and just to get the message out there and share with other kids and inspire them. I actually, Autumn's First Turkey actually inspired a young boy to go turkey hunting with his dad, and he was successful. And I got to hear all about it on Facebook,
Oh,
and it was amazing. I felt, so grateful to have helped in that. So,
what a cool experience and to hear something like that
yeah.
came from your book. I always appreciate when I see books like this because it was something my boys are now they're not older, but 10 and 15. And when they were growing up, I was always trying to find something along these lines. And I
Yes.
would have loved to have had like the ABC's camping edition one for when they were younger. But I was always looking for something like this. And with my oldest, we had started with the Hometown Heroes series.
Yes,
And
those are so good.
yeah, and it's just so fun for kids to be able to have something that they can look at and love and be in the wheelhouse of what interests them while also working
Yes.
on their reading is so important. Because when we
Yes.
were growing up, it was like Hatchet.
Yeah. Oh, I love
You
that
know?
book.
I know it's so good. We just my youngest, I'm like, "It's time to
Yeah.
start Hatchet."
Yes. I read a lot of
So
Little
he just
House on the
started it.
Prairie.
Oh, yes. That
Yeah,
one's good
I
too.
love. Now that my
Yeah.
camera's back on, I could show you.
Yeah, let's see. I would love to see these.
So this is my first one. Learn our ABCs, and I'll do a little flip through. My husband and I actually we go to the schools sometimes and put on like a presentation where I read my books and he's a
Cute.
wildlife biologist, so
Okay.
he will do a presentation for the kids of like animals, skins, skulls, furs, traps, stuff like that.
That would have been my
Um,
favorite day at school. I actually would have wanted to read.
yeah, Autumn's Adventure at McGee Creek State Park.
Such a cute
Let me
book.
see.
It's got great colorful pages as you like
Yeah,
know as a teacher and someone with kids too.
yes.
Exactly what's needed.
So I feel like being a teacher like this kind of helps, I guess, knowing their levels and interests and stuff. Um,
Yes.
this is what the decodable reader looks like, the one with the two short stories. that they
Oh,
can that, like,
perfect.
kindergarten, 1st grade levels can read.
Those are great.
Yeah,
And your
it's a
images are
tricky one.
so amazing. Your illustrations.
Thanks.
Did
I
you
know
end up hiring
I
for other
I
ones or you've
know
done them
I
all?
know my way around AI. AI
Wow.
like, image editing software helped me with my images, but
Fun. Those are so cute. You can see pictures of them in the blinds and then nature just oh, I love it. The picture of the turkey when she gets him, I would assume.
yes. Yeah, this was right before.
Turkey in the sights.
Yeah.
Oh, those would make fantastic gifts. These are definitely gonna be going on
Yeah.
the gift guide for Christmas
Oh,
because
thanks. I've been giving them to, like, everybody.
yeah, they would
So,
make fantastic gifts for kids because everyone's always asking ideas for kids, and I think that's a great way, and like I said, not everyone loves to read,
yeah.
but something that might spark their interest and also have a good little life lesson and
Yeah.
conservation lesson in it. How fun. And I love your shirt too, if you're watching on
Yes.
YouTube. I write what is it?
No, let me just
I write books
write
for
books for
outdoorsy kids.
outdoorsy kids.
I
Yep.
love it. What has, self-publishing looked like? Is that a daunting task?
For some, yes, but
Okay.
I would call myself tech savvy, okay? I'm
Mhm.
a really good, like, I can teach myself how to do stuff, like, pretty easy when it comes to technology, and so it took me a little bit of research and then a lot of trial and error until I figured it out, but honestly, it's a pretty simple process. I would say almost anybody could do it, but
Well,
but
and
I do
it's
know some people that's tried to do it and they kept getting hung up because it wouldn't go
oh,
through because they didn't have the right settings or whatever, but
okay.
yeah, other than that, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, that's so cool. Well, and I'm sure it's come a long ways as far as being able to self-publish versus even 10 years ago.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah.
Do you have some books in mind that you're, like, currently working on or wanna work on?
Um, y I have some ideas, but I have not planned it out yet. I'm waiting
Yeah.
for the perfect moment when I've got, like, several days to myself,
Yeah.
which is, like, never.
I laugh because 'cause I'm like, "Okay." Just
Right?
if your life's anything
That's
like mine.
Yeah, that's literally I swear, the past like, every time I've written one of these books, I had to have the grandparents keep the kids for a weekend for me to do it,
Mhm.
so and not have
Just stay
anything
in the
else to
flow.
do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So,
that makes it tricky.
yeah.
Um, I'm curious, as a mom speaking of that, what do kids understand about the outdoors that sometimes adults forget?
Oh gosh. It I love taking my kids with us when we go scouting or, you know, anything outdoors related. We take them hunting all the time, but
Mhm.
just because it's the little things, you know? The rock, the flower, the smallest things that they notice,
Mhm.
sounds that we're used to. It's the tiny details in God's world that they
Yeah.
notice that we overlook,
So
and
true.
they slow us down, but
Mhm.
that's the point. So,
Yeah. No, it is very true. And you gotta kind of I think sometimes I always tell people when they're asking, like, taking their kids out hunting, I'm like, "It's okay to, like, go into it knowing it's gonna be slower and
yes,
embrace
and
that."
and maybe not as quiet as you want it to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, it sounds like you have really been finding your identity. I think we've talked about the different shifts in your identity throughout the show too, this episode. How
Yeah.
has becoming like a hunter and then a mother and then an author shaped you, maybe individually and then together?
Yeah. So it is so cool too. So first hunter,
Yeah.
and that right there, from an early age taught me patience, perseverance, discipline, all the things that hunting teaches someone, the
Mhm.
respect for the animals and the land and everything that comes with it, the meat preparation, the hard work. I feel like anybody that is a true hunter or huntress, like they have that work ethic. They have that patience. They have that determination. Like we are a different type of people.
Yeah.
you know and first we're hunters, and then I become a mom, and it's like I want to show them all of that. I want to teach them those lessons that I learned, and I want them to be a part of the excitement, and even if it's slower or not as quiet, but we're getting there. They're young now, but there will be a time when they're it's they're growing up. So
Yeah.
um and then the author side of it is just kind of like pulling it all together and kind of preserving those lessons for, who knows how long, But like hopefully teaching our kids like these lessons and teachings won't go away, cuz hopefully they'll want to continue. But what if not, At least
Mhm.
we can preserve it in books. Maybe someone else
Yeah.
can pick it up and get that motivation and inspiration to want to continue it. So it's a nice storytelling aspect of it all. But
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I what a fantastic answer to that question. I wanted to see if we could kind of wrap this up with some reckoning roundup questions, kind of just some random
All right.
questions throughout our conversation. I have loved talking to you. This has truly felt like you and I shooting the shit around the campfire. Maybe one day
Yep.
we'll be
Yep.
able to do that. So I love when we can just sit and have that. And if you guys aren't watching on YouTube, you definitely need to go see Brittany's harvest behind her because they're pretty badass. But reckoning roundup, you mentioned that you guys process your own meat, which I love to hear because majority of
Yep.
the time that is what we do too. My husband has
Yeah.
an antelope tag this weekend actually that we're going out for, and I'm thinking in my mind like, okay, next week I know what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
It will be processing.
Yeah.
What items do you have on hand that make processing easier?
Okay, so well, we've got a grinder. I
Mhm.
feel like that's a must have. We grind a lot of
Oh,
our
for
meat.
sure.
We've got a meat slicer. Oh, my husband's home. We've got like we buy our game bags in stock, a Ziploc air seal
The
freezer
vacuum
bag.
sealer.
What? Yes, that's like what are those called?
Yes. Yeah.
Vacuum sealers. Yeah, I feel like those three things make our life so much easier.
Yep.
Because that's really, we keep a lot of our meat. Like we use some like large
Like
trays. So
rubber tip or tote
yeah,
trays?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think it's for meat processing actually, but
Mhm.
yeah, and like extra tables in our house that we can like fold out and like have it a whole station, set up, so we can
Yeah,
just get after it.
for sure. Make it a
Yeah.
process. Speaking of meat, what is your go-to wild game recipe?
Oh, go to. Man, girl, I cook everything.
Same.
Um,
I know that's hard. What's on the menu this week?
so some elk spaghetti, some
Classic.
elk tacos. When I like ground meat, I basically
Mhm.
replace everything ground beef for my ground elk or ground deer.
Same.
Um, like burgers, smash burgers.
Mhm.
Love those. Um,
Is there anything like
Wow.
true to Oklahoma?
Oh, well, true to Oklahoma, I don't know, but I
Mhm.
will say what I made yesterday, I
Okay.
made meatloaf. It was
Mm.
2 pounds of elk and just, like, 3 strips of bacon. I was
Yes.
grounding, some meat, and I ground the bacon in with it,
Oh,
and
yum.
just mixed that together from with my meatloaf, and man, that
Delish.
yummy. Yes,
It's funny you say that. I was
delicious.
gonna ask if you've ever wrapped your meatloaf in bacon.
I just I just ground
Ground
it
it
up
up in
with
it.
it, or
Smart.
if you don't ground it up with it, just cut a few strips up and just mix it in, and it kinda
Yeah.
helps it a little bit, the flavor.
Right.
So,
Bring a little fat into it.
yeah, yeah.
Love that.
Um,
What is a piece of gear you can't live without?
mm.
Not a weapon. Because that would be probably the obvious.
Oh, this is a good one. I could live without my rangefinder.
Yeah. You feel like you've
I could
got
even
that?
live without my binos because I rarely use my binos. I don't know
Mhm.
why. I forget they're there. Um, gosh, it'd have to be my boots because
Mm.
there has been a time I've left home without them, and it was I couldn't do it.
Mhm. What boots do you run? Do you know?
Yeah, they're Crispies. Um, the Altitude GTX, I think, is what they are.
Okay. Yeah.
I've had them for over a year now. Before that, I was in some Danners, and I really liked them, but they weren't stiff enough for the like side hilling and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so I switched to the Crispies, that just so they would be more stiff for me.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
I did have
You know
to
what?
replace the insoles.
Oh, did you?
I feel like everybody does.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, where you're in Colorado and doing a lot of side hilling and stuff, if you haven't gotten sheep feet insoles, that makes
Yes,
all the difference in the world.
I've I've heard of sheep feet, and I went and looked up sheep feet, and I was like, "Who?" And so I went the I went the cheaper route.
Yeah.
Oh, Super Feet?
Oh, I
Super
haven't
Feet,
heard
I
of
think is
those.
what I went with. Shields. Do y'all have a Shields around you?
We do.
Stores called
Yeah.
Shields? Yeah, they carried them in the like boots section. They were like $60. I mean, they're not custom
Right.
like sheep
That's
feet, but
yeah, that's the
yeah.
difference for sure.
We'll see how long these
Boots.
super feet last me, and if they don't, I'm gonna upgrade.
No, the other ones
Yeah.
you can use like your, health cards, like your HSA and FSA cards too, which is nice. So,
Oh,
yeah.
did not know that.
But it does make a big difference because you were talking about, having, like, a good stable boot.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yes, I agree on the boot situation for sure. Once you've had good
Yeah.
boots, it's hard to go back.
Yeah.
It's like I love when I get another female hunter on because
Mhm.
even though we love to be dirty and gritty and, like, you're like, "Hell yes, I'm gonna go down there. I don't care how bad this is gonna suck." At the end of the day, we're just girls, you know?
Yep.
There's still just a
Yep.
little piece of us that's a girl. What's
Yep.
one girly thing you'll never give up on the mountain?
Uh, my claw clip.
Yeah, smart.
Okay.
Keep the
I
hair out of the way.
Yes, I love claw with it's
Uh-huh.
the middle is out of it, so it's just got the like balls on this part and that part's missing, and it goes around your hat. Have you seen those?
They No, they make those?
Yes, I actually bought it on TikTok Shop. I could probably run to my bathroom and
That is
grab one and show you,
amazing.
but yes, I have yeah,
I'm gonna need one
I
of
put my
those.
hat on and my hair's long enough. I just twist
Yeah.
it back, put it I don't even put it through my hat, and the hole is right there, in my hat, and I just do that
Yeah.
and I just clip it and it stays and it'll stay. And yeah,
I
I've
will
gotta have
be
a claw clip.
ordering one of those as soon because I love the claw clip with the hat, but it always, like you said, that damn band in the back.
Yeah, yeah, they make them with a missing claw, so it goes
Smart.
over the band.
See, we're just girls at the end of the day. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Smart.
Yep.
Claw clip.
Yep.
Agreed. You got to keep your hair up and out of the road for sure.
Yeah, I
Most
don't
of the
wear
time.
makeup.
Unless it's really windy. See, and
Yeah.
I like I don't need makeup. But
Yeah.
like I like to wash my face at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I'm
After I've been out in
37.
the
I
field, yeah. After I've been out in the field, I feel like I'm wearing makeup because I got so much dirt on my face, you know?
dirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, a claw clip. That's a good piece cuz, my husband may have a beard, but he's not worried about clipping it out of the way. So,
Exactly.
what's one of the most chaotic mom moments you've had outdoors?
Ooh. Oh, chaotic. Every day is chaotic. Uh, with a 3 and 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I don't even know. I just feel like every day is a chaos
Like you just
with
embrace
them.
it
Yeah, I really do. Just embrace it.
for
Oh,
sure.
okay. I can think of one.
Okay.
We went scouting, a few weeks ago in Colorado. We were putting up
Mhm.
some trail cameras. And while we were putting up trail camera, a little pop-up storm came.
Mm.
And my kids freaked out because they
Oh.
could hear lightning. And we weren't even that far away from our side by side, like maybe 800 yards, half a mile, if that.
Mhm.
But we had to go uphill to get back to it. So it took us a little bit to get back. But yeah, they weren't in tears, but they had to be holding on to me or their dad the
Yeah.
entire time as we were trying to hike our way back out of there real
Yeah.
fast, so we didn't get struck by lightning. But yeah, that was pretty chaotic
Yeah,
having them
that's
with
super
us during that time.
relatable. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
understand that. It
yeah.
also adds like an element of like this maybe wouldn't make me so nervous if I didn't have the kids with, but like maybe we
Yeah.
should hustle a little quicker.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure. For sure.
If your life now had a chapter title, what would it be?
Oh, these are the best years.
Aw. Yeah. That makes my mama heart happy too.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
No, they're sure it'll be great. They're going to have, more their own identities and whatnot
Mhm.
than they do now. And right now they really rely on mama and daddy, and
Mhm.
they're just our little adventure buddies. And so
Yes.
I just feel like these are the best years,
Yeah, they
even though they're
definitely are.
chaos.
Yes, but I think it's good as parents being able to look at it and embrace it for what it is, knowing that like
Yeah.
it's not gonna always be that way. And we'll miss that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And we still both of our parents with us, and you don't
Mm.
know how long that'll. These are the
Yeah,
best years.
for sure. Aw,
Yeah.
that's so good. What a great outlook on things. Brittany, I've had so much fun talking with you. I've loved getting to hear the full scope of the story of your Colorado hunt because as I've said many times, just getting to watch it on social media was so fun, but I love
Yeah.
getting to hear the play by play from a
Yes.
friend and hearing how it all went down and just the back and forth between a husband and wife. I can so
Yeah.
relate to. I understand that so much. But if people want to keep following along with all the adventures and go support the books, where can everybody find you? Website, all the things. What do we have to look
Yeah.
forward to from you?
So I will be slow getting out other, things.
Yeah.
But you can find me. I actually forgot my own website. It's like this Brittany Redden, author Brittany Redden, that Square or something like that. I'll have to look. I think I sent it to you in the show notes. But
Okay.
or just search Brittany Redden on Amazon, and my books come up, and you can follow me
Yeah.
there.
Yes, that's how I found him. I was
And
like, yeah, hell
yes,
yes, Amazon.
and Instagram is Miss Redden 92.
Perfect. And I will put everything, like she said, in the show notes so that you can easily find her books, her Instagram, her TikTok. I think
Yeah.
TikTok's where I
Yeah.
found you
Yeah, TikTok's
initially.
on there. Yep.
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 TikTok. And then I'll link to your Amazon too. So that easy,
Thanks.
easy. It always makes it easier, right?
Yes.
What things do we have to look forward to as watch as far as adventures go this next year? You didn't draw out, wah wah.
I didn't draw out, wah, 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 but we are going out of state in September. My husband's got an elk tag and a mule deer tag, and I will be sharing all the fun camp life and some hunt snippets because I will get to go hunting with him some because our parents are
Yes.
coming.
Best date
Um,
nights.
yes, so we will definitely. I'll be sharing some of that as well. But yeah,
Fun.
I'm still sharing some fun stuff of our past trip with the kids. So scouting and
Good.
whatnot. So yeah, well, all of
Yeah.
our
Good, good.
adventures.
Yes, you'll have to share like camp setup and meals and all that good stuff that everyone's
Oh
curious on
yeah,
needing a little advice on.
of course. I'm an open book. Just
Cool.
just call just DM me, guys.
Slide into her DMs.
Yeah.
That's too funny. Thank you so much for coming on, Brittany. It's been so
Yeah.
much fun. I'm glad we finally made this happen.
Me
Mom
too.
life
Me too.
definitely. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and review. It seriously helps more than you know. If you took something away from this podcast or you enjoyed it, please take a screenshot of you listening to it or a selfie and tag us on Instagram at The Reckoning Podcast or me at Brittany.long. We're excited to chat with you next week. Are you needing unique content creation made for your brand? Many of you might not know this, but with close to a decade's worth of experience in marketing and social media, I finally decided to set out on my own. I've helped other influencers reach over 6 figures in revenue with my business, website, and Pinterest marketing management. But I saw a gap within the outdoor community when it comes to females and families outdoors. I'm the girl that feels sexiest when outdoors covered in dirt. But I also love beauty and fashion off the mountain, sometimes on. Cleaning up like you wouldn't believe and encouraging others. There is nothing wrong with loving both. The only catfish around here are the ones we're going to be catching and frying, if I can catch them. Here at Reckoning, we bring adventures and nature to others through not only photo and video, but audio as well. Entertaining and educating through stories being shared, inspiring others to either start or go on their next adventure with a new sense of confidence from the information or gear they obtained through our content. We offer a unique perspective from a him and her view, plus an outdoor family dynamic. Our content created resonates with those that find solace in the outdoors, including generational and new outdoorsmen. They are brand aware and shop at brands like Vortex, Mountain Ops, Thrive Market, Shills, Amazon, and Ulta. They have other fantastic qualities. You guys seriously are the best. They like being ambitious on and off the mountain and appreciate content like video and audio. Again, if you are wanting unique content creation or branded podcast ad reads created for your brand, learn more at thereckoningpodcast.com/media-kit. Again, if you're wanting to create that unique content creation from a unique perspective, go to thereckoningpodcast.com/media-kit.